from the last year, the CDJ journal. We can see company G is the highest one, then company C. Company F had a huge improvement, 24 points. But on the other hand, company B is still the lowest, but their performance dropped. And when we see the game-to-date score, we can see company C, company GCF on the top, and company B on the bottom. Let's see the Merriman's EPS target is $2. Company B is just a little bit low. All other companies are higher than the expectation, and company G is very high than company C. For the ROE, the target is 20%. Company B is just a little bit low. All other companies are higher than that. So company G is the highest one, 47, but you already dropped from the last year. And then is company C and F. Stock price, the target is 35, and company G is the highest one, 191, then company C, 132. Now let's take a look at the credit rating. No problem for everyone. And the image rating target is 72. So company E, your image rating actually dropped from last year. So you need to think about how to improve your image rating. Company F is the highest one, 82. Then bonus point for the bullseye award. No one won last year. Your prediction are all lower than your actual performance. And company F won Leapfrog Award because of their 24 points improvement. For the industry, let's check the camera first. Average price increased about 8%. So demand is about the same as predicted. And in the next few years, the demand will increase about 7% every year, according to the simulation. So we can see the average price increase from 248 to 268. And PQ rating increased from 4.3 to 4.6. And the feature increased from 3.4 to 4. Now let's check out Jones. The average price increased about 13%, and demand is lower than the forecast. In the next few years, the demand is expected to increase about 12% every year. And the average price of a June increased from 1,389 to 1,567. Feature increased from 5.5 to 6.5, and the PQ rating increased from 4.4 to 4.8. Let's check financials. For the revenue of camera, company C is the highest, then company G. And for the drone, company G is the highest, then is company C. Okay. And for the total revenue, we can see company C is the highest, then is company G and company F. So after cost goods sold, delivery, marketing, administrative, the operating profit, company G is the highest, then company C and company B. But we can see because we have a big amount of loan, company B spend a lot of money on the interest. After interest and the taxes, we can see company G Their net profit is highest, then company C. Excuse me. Let's check the balance sheet. We can see here, company B, you have a lot of money on your account, cash on hand. So you can think about how to use that amount of money next year. And no problem here. And company B issue stock too. And company H purchased their stock back. A few companies issue dividend to their investors, company A, C, F, G, H. And no problem here for credit rating. And no problem here for profit ratio. Let's check the camera benchmark. We can see the product design varies among companies, low, average, and high. And R&D, workforce, and facility. And we can see the operating among 4 different markets. For the profit margin, good for cameras. And Jones, product design varies among companies, and R&D, and workforce and facility. Operating among 4 markets. Similar to the last year, improved, but several companies, your profit margin in Asia Pacific and Latin America can be improved. Okay. All right. Let's check the competitive effort. This is North America. We can see company F not compete with other companies anymore. Company E also. So we can see company C, G, F, and E out of the group. These 4 companies still compete with each other. But for the zone, company E is here, C, G, F is here, A, H. They are still too close to each other, compete with each other. And a similar story here for the Europe. These 4 companies compete with each other. These companies are competing with each other. Asia Pacific, you can see company F are still competing with these companies. Similar story in Latin America. All right, so this is just a brief summary of the result from the year 7. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.